Hello and welcome to our second coach training mentorship call. So this is number 2 of 4. If you missed number 1, there's always a recording that you can go back to your new coach pod and find. Just scroll through the feed and you'll be able to see that. This call will also be recorded in case you need to go back and check it out. What we are talking about today is by far the most important tangible information that you can take away. Last week we talked about goal setting. We talked about the importance of mindset and that you have got to work on your journey first. Your head has got to be straight because you're going to come up against obstacles, and mentally you've got to continually be growing. Today we're only talking tactical. There is no airy fairy. There is no mindset. We are just talking business and what you should be doing every single day to get your business off the ground and to get clients into your client group. First goal of your business, get people working with you. You want to get people into your client group and you want to get them loving and excited and getting results. That is going to be the quickest way to get your business off the ground, earn back your investment, and really get this thing moving. So we're going to take you through and we're going to show you. We have created a graphic for you that you can print off or you can work on it through your phone, however works best for you. We have 5 things that we want you to do every day, and we want you to do it every single day like it is your job, and like you will get fired if you don't show up, and we want you to check off every single day that you do it. Because what we have found with new coaches is if you dive in and you show up and you go all in very early in your business, you're going to have a lot better long-term success. If you kind of dabble and you tiptoe and you do this first 30 days, like 5 days out of 30, your growth is going to be slower and it's going to be a little harder to get that momentum rolling. But if you can hit the ground running and really go all in, and we're not saying work crazy hours, we're going to break this down for you. Very, very simple. This should be something that you can get in an hour a day and then 30 minutes for your workout. So if you give us an hour and 30 minutes a day consistently for 30 days, we're really going to have a strong foundation with your business. Okay, we're going to break each one of these down and you will have access to this so that you can print it, put it on your computer, however your brain works best.
All right, so we kind of are working with like the C's, and the first C is complete. So what I love most about this business is that you are required to work on yourself first, always. And so that's what we want you to focus on. Your first C of the day is to complete your Beachbody workout using your Beachbody products, whether that's the Recover, Performance Line, Energize, whether it is Shakeology, whatever it is, make sure that you are taking care of yourself, pushing play on your workout, following a plan, following a nutrition plan, because we really want to be proof that the products work. That's huge. That's a great way to get people seeing that, hey, she's doing it, she's making it work in the busiest season of the year with kids all around her, she's getting results. Showing people that you can do this and get results will build so much credibility and trust. So that's why it's number 1. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. And then we want you to just share it. I think sometimes we overthink how to share it. If you're comfortable sharing little clips of you working out, do it. If you're not comfortable with that yet, that's okay. Maybe you can get on your stories and say, hey, I just worked out. It was really freaking tough, but I'm proud of myself. I made it happen. Day 1 of 30, here I go. And just share authentically. Don't overthink. What are people going to think? Just start sharing, because I guarantee there's going to be people watching that you're inspiring. So that's the first C of the day: complete, taking care of yourself, and then sharing it. We'll go over next time social media a little bit more. But really, your first 30 days, it doesn't matter. Show up with excitement. Show people what you're doing. Share your experience. How did you feel before your workout? How did you feel during? How do you feel after? Right? Because most of us kind of like dread the idea. We know we should work out, but maybe we don't like look forward to it. In the middle, it's like, oh my gosh, am I going to make it? And at the end, you're like, hell yes, I made it. I feel amazing. I can conquer the rest of my day. So share that, because that's relatable.
Okay, number 2 is connect. This business is a people business. So if you don't love people, you better learn to love people if you're going to be successful in this business, because this business is people centered and you have to genuinely care about people and not just care what they can do for you or care what they can do for your business, because because if you don't genuinely care about all the people in your community, you're going to find that you feel like this business gets hard, or you get frustrated, or you get told no. But if you're really putting out positive energy and you're just setting out to make your social media platform a better place, anyone that comes across your social media, you're just trying to improve their day in whatever capacity that means. And if they ever become a coach and a client, that's awesome. And if they never do, that's awesome too. You have to really truly go in with that mindset. And so connecting every day is important because social media moves like a bullet, and you have to stay moving. You have to constantly be creating new conversations and adding new people into your funnel and into your network, because the more that your network grows, the more opportunity you have to share, and the more people you're going to have reaching out to you saying, hey, I don't know what you're posting about. When you were saying like I saw you post on day 1 that you were dying and you were so sore, and now I see you on day 30 and I see your transformation. Like, whatever you're doing, I want to do it. But you've got to have as many people as possible witnessing that transformation take place. So interacting and responding to 10 Instagram or Facebook stories every single day. So just go through, don't spend your time following Beachbody coaches. That is a waste of your time. It's going to cloud your vision. It's going to make you go into the comparison game, and you don't need to interact with them. Love them, even if they're on Team VIP. Love everybody. See them on the team call, but don't do that inside your action hour, because it will suck the life out of you. You'll go down a rabbit hole, and there goes your hour of work time. Interacting with people that are potential clients and coaches, because they are your person. They are somebody that you would hang out with. They were somebody you would go to brunch with. They are somebody that you would get stuck in a snowstorm with, just because I'm talking to you, friends. You want to engage with people that you would engage with on a normal level outside of the social media world, responding to their stories, whether it's about, maybe it's about the weather that they're having, the holiday traditions that they're doing, their kids' photos, whatever it is, engage. Ask them for a recipe. Hey, I have a son about the same age as you, Jen. What was the best toy you found for him for Christmas? Because I have a 4-year-old and I don't know what to get him. What did you find? That would be a genuine conversation, because we both have boys around the same age. I can tell that she's like a boy mom. She gets it. She's going to know what I'm talking about because our boys are the same age. That would connect us. And it has nothing to do with health and fitness, but it may cultivate into that later on down the road. So you're going to leave 10 of those story replies or commenting, whether maybe it's a comment on a feed. Whenever you are commenting on someone's post, just try to make sure it's more than like, happy birthday, or like, oh, cute top, or oh, love it. Like, try to leave a genuine comment that makes somebody want to reply. So maybe it's something that you're asking a question, or you're leaving a response comment that is 5 words or more. So not just like a pow pow, go get 'em tiger. And then you want to follow or friend request at least 3 new friends. So whether that is let's say you're on Facebook and you're going through maybe your spouse's account and you're looking at mutual friends, or maybe you've got some mutual friends between people, or old acquaintances from college, or coworkers, people that you know from past life that you just haven't interacted with in a really long time. Go through and follow them, see what they're up to, add them on Facebook. On Instagram, you can go through and figure out people that you just genuinely want to have some conversations with. Don't overthink this. This is new into your business. It doesn't need to be outrageous. You just want to think every single day, I'm adding at least 3 new people to my store. My storefront is my social media. That is where my business thrives. I want at least 3 new sets of eyes on my storefront every single day, whether it comes from Facebook, Instagram, or both, if you're feeling crazy. And then we move on.
Okay, one thing I forgot to add, and I actually need to add it to this before I send it to you in our coach message pod on the complete, is personal development. Don't know how I forgot about that, because that is a huge driver of success. If you haven't already bought or downloaded Rock Your Network Marketing Business, you should have got that in your new coach checklist. Make sure you start reading it. It's one of those really quick things that you can read quickly, but it's great to get your mindset in the right place. So we talk about getting our health and fitness, our nutrition, but mindset is huge. We talked about that on call number 1. So make sure on the complete, you're doing at least 10 minutes or 10 pages of reading or listening to your personal development. Okay. Next thing is changing lives. Here comes the fun part, okay? So you've interacted, you're sharing your stories. We want to be inviting people to join you on your journey. 1, it's more fun when you have people doing this with you. Two, this is a business and you have to bring customers into your business every single month, get that flow going. And three, we call it change lives for a reason. What I love most about our business is that we're not just a product-based business. Yes, we set them up with a whole year access to Beachbody on Demand. And yes, we teach them about our nutrition plans and they get access to Shakeology and whatever amazing, incredible, clean ingredient products that we have to offer. But we also offer a service where they come into our community. They purchase from us, and that's just the beginning of a relationship. They come into our community. We fill them up with encouragement, positivity, motivation, that accountability, and we truly care that our clients get results. This health, I think we've learned more than any other year, health is our greatest wealth. And we truly have the ability to change people's lives for the better by helping simplify the health, fitness, nutrition process. So when you send an invite, I want you to know I have the option. I'm offering an incredible opportunity for them to get healthy and fit. And I will always believe that when somebody feels good in how, the energy levels, how they look when they look in the mirror, their confidence, when that happens to somebody, there's a ripple effect. And it's bigger than me and it's bigger than you, but we have the ability to truly change lives. So our goal is to send 5 invites a day. Okay. So it can be something super simple. We have an example for you here, but again, I always think if I was talking to somebody in person, what would I say? Right? Sometimes you overthink, well, what if I say the wrong thing? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. Okay. So here's an example for somebody that's maybe watching your stories or has liked or commented on your post. Just say, hey, thanks so much for the love on my stories or my posts. Not sure if you see me posting about my new workout I'm doing, and not real if you don't post about it, right? But I'm able to invite 3 people for our next online boot camp. This one has been so much fun. So I thought of you. Would you be interested in doing it with me? No worries if not. Just wanted to reach out in case you were thinking about it. Super simple. Not overwhelming, not super pressure filled. But I know a lot of times when it comes to health and fitness, people will reach out to you and say, hey, I've been watching you. Can you give me more info? But more often than not, they're watching you and they want to reach out, but it's a little hard to reach out and say, hey, I need help with my fitness, with my nutrition, feeling good in my body. That's really hard to do. So it's our job as coaches is to reach out and start the conversation because they might have been thinking about it and been too nervous to ask you. So you just send an invite to see if they want more info. Now, we gave you like our Fit Crew combo guide of like how we go through the flow of the conversation. So don't worry about, oh, what if they say yes? What do I say? We got you on that. But your job is just to say, hey, I'm doing this. I thought of you. Would you be interested in hearing more info? That's it. Now, not everyone says yes, and that's okay. I don't want you to be discouraged by no's. I know for me, rarely do people say yes on the first try, right? But I know I'm planting a seed for the future. Now I know that now when they see me working out or sharing about my experience, their eyes and ears are going to be more open. And then when the timing is right, I want to be the first person at the top of their mind. I always think, I feel like everybody knows I need health and fitness, but for whatever reason, life is crazy. It's not a priority right now, and that's okay. But there comes a time when they put the line in the sand and say, enough is enough. I have to take control of my health, whether it's in a Target bathroom and the lighting is terrible and they're trying on clothes and hating how they look and how they feel, or they just feel like they're low energy, they can't be the present fun mom that they want to be. When that happens, I want them to think Raquel can help me, or Jen can help me, or Angela can help me. But that only happens by you showing up consistently and you putting that invite out there. So then they remember when they're ready, they think of you. So again, the goal is 5 invites a day. That is something that is easy to do, and it's easy to be like, oh, I didn't have time today. I'm just gonna I'll just double up tomorrow. And you can, but I'm just telling you right now, we try to make this first 30 days super simple things that you can complete in a short amount of time. But when completed day after day after day, that compound effect really adds up. Because if you think about it, in 30 days, let's say you did 25 out of 30 days. Oh gosh, my math is going to be terrible. 5 invites times 25 is 125. Yeah, am I right? I think that's correct math. Math isn't my strong suit. That's 125 seeds you've planted for the future. Okay, those to me are future yeses. So really want you to think about, make sure that you're sending those invites. They can be super low key. We actually are getting into a time when people are really trying to think about their health and fitness and nutrition, and they want to plan to get healthy in the new year. And so you coming in, you could be that solution for them. We know what we do works. And I truly believe we have an incredible solution to offer others.
Yes, you are correct with 125. So you'll have over 125 people in your funnel. And most of the time, people take a few follow-ups, which we'll kind of chat about down the line. But you will have the opportunity to then, you're going to have over 100 people. And that's even if you don't do every day, that's giving you a whole 5 days leeway that you'll be able to follow up with that can be potential coaches and clients down the road. Sometimes it takes people months to say yes. I have had people who literally take months before they come back around and say yes. So don't feel like if they don't say yes right off the bat that they're not going to. Number 4, create value with your content. You have to show up on your stories and on your social media feed every day. Just put that in your head. You've got to be consistent. You've got to show up every day, especially in the beginning. As you get your business off the ground, you'll have the opportunity to kind of pivot and kind of see what works for your personal social media style, your community, what works for your business goals, and you'll be able to kind of decide at that point. For these first 30 days, I need you to put your head down and I need you to show up every single day. Pretend this is your new job. You're in training. You're having to go into extra shifts because you're working through training. This is your training. Show up every day on social media, on your stories, and I want you to post on your feed every day. And I know that that can be tough. For me, I never posted on social media before becoming a coach. Never. Like, you saw me get married, you saw me bust out a small human, and other than that, I was in the background creeping on everybody else. Like, I did not post on social media. The day I became a coach, I posted every freaking day for at least 3 years straight. No kidding. I am not kidding you at all. Never took a day off. Posted every single day. This was before stories too. So you had to post multiple times a day. Raquel and I were posting 2 and 3 times a day on our feed every day for at least the first 3 years of our business. When stories came out and our business is kind of different now, we've adjusted a bit, but we showed up like it was our job because we wanted it to be our job. And so we did it relentlessly. And you're thinking, I don't know what to post. I get so nervous. Don't worry about it. Don't overthink it. Just think, is this something that I can share that would educate somebody else? So let's say you've learned the power of drinking water. It gives you energy. It releases toxins. You can literally Google benefits of water. Pick 3, post it on social media and how it's impacted you. That's one easy thing. That's education right there. So don't overthink it. Little things like that you have learned on your journey that you can turn around and share with your social media community will make a huge impact. Anything that can entertain. If you see somebody with that has a funny meme, repost that funny meme, give that person credit, but reshare it. Like I posted something this last week just about I've ordered so much stuff online. It's out of control. Like, literally, I don't know what's coming to my house. There's boxes every day. I forget what I ordered. I ordered 2 pair of the same boot for my kid because I legit don't know what's happening. And then if the UPS man dropped off a llama the next day, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, would not be surprised. I found that hysterical because that is my life. So I reposted that because I know that my community, my people that I'm talking to, they feel me on that. They also have a shopping problem during the holidays, and 2020 online shopping has made it just even crazier. So they get that. It's something so simple, has nothing to do with health and fitness, but it's something that other people that are like me are going to relate to, and we can both laugh at, and it just connects us on that level. Like, she gets me. There was somebody who posted in their stories this morning, the Friends, I don't know if you guys are Friends people, but if you are either a Friends person or you're not, and there's like a clip on Friends that's like Happy Christmas Eve Eve, and anybody who loves Friends is gonna get that. And that's the point. Like, I'm like, yes, I would reshare that. That would makes me feel connected to that person because she gets my humor. She gets the shows that I like. Little things like that go a long way. And then inspiring. These are things like your transformation. You need to share your transformation every week without fail. Same day if possible. I don't care if you share it every Sunday, every Tuesday, every Friday. I don't care. Share it the same day of the week, every single week, because that is your job. Right now, your job is to get a transformation. Whether it's that you need to lose 5 pounds, you need to lose 50 pounds, you need to gain 10 pounds, I don't care. But I want you to post it every freaking week because people will fall in love with that inspiration. And it doesn't matter if you look at your transformation and you feel like it's not changing dramatically, it will over time, but you're sharing that you're being consistent and you're sharing the non-physical transformations as well. But that's inspiring. The fact that you continue to show up is inspiring. Or you can share something for your personal development. Turn that into a post. Take a nugget from your personal development that you're doing every single day and turn that into a post. And those are kind of your parameters right now. That's what we want you to think about. Is it something I can educate? Is it something that I can just entertain people with and just give them something light? Or is it something I can do to inspire every single day? And then if you have questions about that, always use the feed. But we try to keep it, we want it to be as authentic to you as possible. And if we give you too many examples, sometimes you start sounding not like yourself, because you're trying to recreate something you've already seen. Try to be as authentic as possible. It doesn't need to be perfect. The most important thing is you need to be excited, because that you cannot fake. If people can tell you're excited, that's what matters. You'll see this on the social media call next week when we really dive in. But Raquel and I had some really humdinger posts that were like, we look back at now and we're like, wow, that is so cute. But we were freaking pumped. Like, we loved what we were doing. It was so exciting. We would look at each other's posts and be like, yes, nailed it. And now 5 years later, I'm like, oh, it's not really your best work, but at the time it seemed great. So just post where you are, who you are, what you're doing. If you're happy, it's going to emit and it's going to attract people to you. And that's what's important. Last one.
All right, last one is our community. So what I love most about Beachbody, and something that but it's been a wonderful surprise, God knew I needed it even before I did, is the community. And we want to make sure that we are staying connected, engaging with our current customers or our group. If you're already in a group, I'm sure you are if you're in this, or coaches on your team. So we are creating a community within our social media and then within our client groups. So first, we want you to respond to anybody who is commenting or engaging on your post or your stories. If somebody leaves a comment on a post that you did, make sure that you're responding to them. Okay. Sometimes I get comments that are like days later and I'm like, oh, I need to go respond. Because if somebody took time out of their day to comment on a post that I made, I want to like respond to that and say, oh my gosh, thank you so much, or respond back to anything that they commented on. So you're building that community within your own social media. Next, we want you to know that you're serving the community in your fit group. So go in and engage to everybody who's checked in and posted a sweaty selfie or showed their Shakeology for the day, and go give them praise. I truly believe our community is where the magic happens. And when somebody is taking the time to be like, I got my workout in today, they deserve to be like, heck yes, you did. I'm proud of you. Great job. So whether you know that person or not, or it's your customer or not, make sure that you are an active community member within your own online fit groups, because that really, really matters. And then making sure that you recognize somebody. If you can shout somebody out, I love that about coaching. I feel like as a coach, it is our job to recognize incredible things, both for our clients. If they hit a big goal and you want to shout them out, do that. If you're coaches, if you're proud of like what they've achieved, recognize, shout out, celebrate. People love to be celebrated. And I feel like as an adult, somewhere along the way, we just like lose, there's just not that many opportunities to be celebrated and recognized, but with coaching there is. We want to make sure that we're doing that. And then checking in with your team page and your coach pods. So we try to be as active as we can in those coach pods. If you have questions, we're trying to be in there, but definitely go back through and see what other people are asking, because I do believe that we can all learn from each other. So if somebody asks a question, most likely you might have it too. See how we're responding and see what that looks like, so that when you have it come up, you're like, ooh, I do remember how they did that. So just making sure that you're staying connected. We also have our big family team VIP page, where there is a plethora of information. That's our whole big group. There's hundreds of coaches in there, but it's also a really great place where somebody's going to go work out. They're like, hey, I still need to work out. Who wants to jump on Zoom? You will never be alone in this business. I hope that you know that. So just know that our big team page is a place to get connected to. You're going to see shout outs. You're going to see celebrations. You're going to see new coaches being welcomed to the team, welcome when they join. Just stay plugged in. When you plug into our team, I promise it makes the whole experience so much more fun. And we really have cultivated that culture, and you are a part of it. That didn't happen by accident. We're excited you're here. We really want you to be a part of it. And then finally, leaving your work time. This is my most favorite way. I like to end my days happy, and I like to end my work time happy. really, really take some time to be grateful and thankful for this community. So like I said, plugging in, commenting, liking, messaging. I feel like when I jump into my community group and I see all the people that have commented on the daily post or have shared their sweaty selfie, that just fills my heart up with incredible like gratitude. Like, wow, look at this incredible community of women who are taking the time to become their best selves. And I really just like soak that in. So I would just say I like to end that day focusing on your community, recognizing, celebrating, appreciating, and shouting people out because it makes me feel good. And I know that it makes the people feel good in our groups and communities when they can be recognized too. Okay. Anything else that we missed on this, Jess?
I don't think so. Any questions that you have, pop in the chat or you can unmute yourself. But again, this goal is these 5 things we want you to do every day over the next 30 days. We don't expect perfection, but we definitely want you to shoot for getting as close to getting those 30 days in as possible. So use that marker to check off your days, because here's the deal. At the end of the 30 days, you're going to be able to really look back and look at your success. Was I able to achieve my goal of hitting Success Club, which is 3 new people? Was I able to reach my goal of hitting Emerald, which is 2 active coaches? And yes or no. And then you're going to be able to look back and say, okay, well, does the effort that I put out match my outcome and where I want to be in the business? And that's constantly a self-check we're always doing in the business. Does the effort that I'm putting into this business match the goals that I've set for myself? And if I'm satisfied with where I am, because we are not here to tell you what your goals are. We are not here to tell you how much money you should earn, how big you want your team to be. That's on you. And anything is totally fine. I don't care if you only want to be a coach because you want to stay accountable to your own goal. Cool. Go on with your bad self. Maybe you want to be a coach because you want to earn $1 million. That's awesome too. But those paths are going to look very different on the work front. And we want to just be clear with what to expect and make sure that for those first 30 days, we kind of all dive in. And then you can your goals will naturally start to evolve. Because if you really dive in and do this, you're going to have so much fun. It's so much fun to have these conversations, to get people started, to get people set up, to see people having results. And it's contagious. And then you just keep going and keep going and keep going. And then you blink and boom, you've been here for 6 years. But this is where it starts. And you just have to go. Don't overthink it. Don't try to be perfect. Just do it and say, you know what, no matter what, head down 30 days. I'm going to mark them off. I'm going to do it. And then we'll see where we are. Any questions that y'all have?
I do, but it's a little chaotic in my background over here.
We get it.
Where will I find what y'all just shared with us?
In the thread, in the December New Coach Pod thread, we will pop it in there.
Okay, good deal. Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely, absolutely. We will pop that in there right after this call, and then we'll also have the recording in here so that if anybody on your teams needs to watch a replay, that they have that. Or if you need to watch a replay, have it on in the background while you're doing it on your phone. You can do that too if that helps, just to kind of get the wheels turning. Once you get into a habit, it goes by much smoother because you're just in the groove. The first couple of times will probably feel choppy. It may take you longer than an hour. It may take you less, but just it gets smoother and smoother as you go. Okay, well, I hope you guys have the most wonderful day. Merry freaking Christmas. Stay safe. Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.